then. So, while you were working your 9 to 5, I don't know how much you made, but how much would it have taken for you to quit your job?
So ironically,
Uh-huh.
that's a conversation I had with one of my friends. So I had a 9 to 5.
Okay.
I got licensed in real estate.
Okay.
So at my 9 to 5, I was making roughly around 90,000 a year.
Okay.
And my friend jokingly said, "What would it take to make you quit?" While I was in real estate.
Yeah.
I was like, "Bro, if I make my I was maybe like 3-4 months in.
Mhm.
I told him if I make my salary before the end of the year, I'll quit quit my job." He was like, "All right, cool." 6 months went into it. I think about 8 months into it, I made my salary,
Okay.
drafted up my 2-week notice, sent it over, quit my job, and I've been doing real estate full time.
So you a real success story of this. So you said as long as I got my 1 year salary,
Yep,
I'll leave
correct.
and I'll go and do something that potentially could make me more money than what I'm making currently.
Absolutely.
And did that work out for you?
It did. It's been a blessing so far.
Okay.
Made double the money the next year, and almost tripled in the third year in. Yeah.
Hear what he's saying?
Oh man.
Man, so you really took a leap out on faith for one, and for two you doubled down and you betted on yourself, man.
Yeah, I mean, so there's a lot of context that's not being said, right? So I had a lot of experience in real estate prior as an investor, so I knew the industry in and out,
Okay.
but just not on the sales side.
Okay.
I know how to negotiate when I buy the houses,
Mhm.
but I just never was on the listing side. So going in, I didn't go in blind. I did my
Okay.
research. Learned as much as possible as I can on the sales side.
Okay.
And once I had enough money saved aside, which was a 1 year salary,
Mhm.
cool, let me go ahead and make the move. I've always loved sales, been in sales my whole life. The 9 to 5 grind was not for me.
Yeah.
I only did it because that's the American
That's the
way.
American way.
Right?
Go corporate, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and for context, I was actually an engineer at Ford.
Wow,
Yeah,
really?
yeah. So I left that world. I think I graduated. It took me a year to find a job. Hated my life. Sat behind the computer, just wrote emails nonstop. I was in the office and still had meetings through Zoom. I'm like, why the hell not just go meet the person?
You like grass not always greener on the other side.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I had the experience. It was stable, but it was boring as hell. So I decided to just make the switch, man.
Okay.
Did my research, made sure I had enough savings so I wasn't going in debt.
Right.
And then made the switch full time.
Man, that's dope as hell, bro. It's not often you hear that somebody, really just says, this is not for me. And instead of staying here and just making the money because it's good money,
Yeah.
I know I can do even more. And I don't like this shit.
Exactly.
So I'm about to go. That's what's up, bro. So let me ask you this, man. This is I guess a follow-up question to that. So just say I have $20,000.
Sure.
I'm going to give it to you
Mm-hmm.
for a whole year.
Yeah.
What are you going to do with this money?
I'll do what I know, real estate.
Right.
Invested in some properties. And yes, I said properties, not just one.
Hey, plural. You hear that? He said properties.
Yeah. So goal is to do the bird method with it.
Okay.
So
explain for people who do not know what that means.
bird
What is the
method,
bird
basically you buy a house dirt cheap, you renovate it, rent it out, refinance it, and repeat. So basically out in Detroit, find a house at $10,000, put $15,000 into it. Yes, it's a little bit over budget, but then that's when you do a cash out refi. You
Okay.
get all the money that you put in from it out, and then on top of that you get whatever the extra equity is in there.
Is in there,
So
yeah.
now you take the $25,000 that you put in. Now you probably have with the equity 50, 60,000.
Yeah. You do double.
Now
yeah.
you do the same thing over and over again. So you just rinse and repeat.
And when doing that, you also increasing your net worth.
Absolutely.
So now you're able to even get more funding. Correct.
Exactly. And another thing is you're not selling these houses.
Right.
You're keeping them on rent. Your mortgage is being paid by them. So not only are you increasing your pocket money, you have
Now your bills taken care of too.
exactly. You're getting rental income coming in every month. This is how everybody's doing it these days.
Yeah.
The people that when I quit my job, that was my first thing because when you quit, there's no 401ks, there's no safety nets. What do? You buy investment properties, and hopefully when God forbid if my leg breaks, I can't sell a house for 6 months, I can't go out, I have some rental income coming in
To come in.
and live off of that.
Hey man, this has been a blessing, brother. You hear me? This is a lot of knowledge that even I didn't know. So you taught me something today as well, man. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, for sure.